All right, good morning, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. Thank you for joining us today. This is the 10 a.m. docket on February 10th, 2022 for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. Again, thank you for joining us. Just so everyone is aware, we are currently live streaming on YouTube, and that's in order to comply with the open court's provision of the Constitution. Also joining us this morning is Mr. Dixon, who is the prosecutor, and we have two court staff from Olmos Park Municipal Court. Some of you may be speaking with Mr. Dixon about your cases here in a few minutes. If that's the case, you will be sent into a breakout room with him. So you will be looking for the notification to pop up on your screen to go into a breakout room, okay? I am going to go over some preliminary instructions and then I will call the docket, okay? For those of you whose this is a first appearance or initial appearance, which is probably most of you, I will be asking you how you plead on your cases, okay? You have the option of pleading guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges and you just want to resolve them today. That would be a plea of no contest. If you do want to contest the charges, you would enter a plea of not guilty, okay? Then you would have the opportunity to visit with the prosecutor today, and thereafter we would schedule you for a trial. Today is not a trial docket, okay? So there will not be any trials conducted today. Those will be scheduled for a later date and time. Again, you will have the opportunity to talk to the prosecutor about the facts of your case, and then we'll move forward from there. If you choose to proceed with a trial, you do have a constitutional right to a jury trial. You would have your case heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. And if you can choose to waive the jury trial and instead have a bench trial or a non-jury trial, which means the case would be heard by me or the other judge in Olmos Park. Okay, those are your two options, jury trial or non-jury trial. Now, if you do want to try to resolve your cases today, there are some options available to you. If you are here for traffic cases and you want to try to keep that off your driving record, the first option is the driving safety course. If you have not taken that course in the last 12 months for a ticket dismissal, you may be eligible. However, you must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. All right. You would have 90 days to complete the course. Upon completion, you return a certificate to the court and along with your driving record, and then the case is closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your driving record. The other option that might be available to you is deferred disposition, sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There may be some conditions placed upon you during that deferral period, which may include maintaining insurance, completing community service hours, attending a course, etc. It will just vary from case to case. There is a special expense fee that must be paid, and that amount will vary from case to case depending on the violation charged against you. However, upon successful completion of those requirements, the case is closed out and does not appear as a conviction on your record. Now, if you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for either of those two options. If you are under 25 years of age, you must take the driving safety course by state law. Some of you may be here for an equipment violation, perhaps a burned out tail light, expired registration sticker, etc. If you were able to get those items corrected, you may be eligible for a compliance dismissal after payment of a small fee. All right, we would need proof that those items were corrected. If you need a payment plan, if you are requesting community service hours or an extension of time, I'll take those issues up individually here in a few minutes. If you have multiple violations, more than 3 tickets, I will likely have you visit with the prosecutor in hopes of resolving all those today. All right, I am going to go ahead and call the docket. When I call your name, if you could take yourself off of mute and let me know that you're present, and then we'll take up the cases in in the order that you check in alphabetical order. All right. Let's see, first I have Anik Ambrose. Thank you. Ramiro Valderrama.
Present.
All right, thank you. Lori Beiser or Bisser? Lori Beiser. Tracy Cano.
Here.
Thank you. Alexis Castaneda. Alexis Castaneda. Robin Cortez. Robin Cortez, I see you there. Waylon Griffith. Thank you. I see you there. Justin Jones. Justin Jones. Analisa Martinez. Analisa Martinez. Janelle Patrick.
Check the catalytic converters.
Okay,
I've got a guy that is
Aaron Ramon. Aaron Ramon. Susana Rosales. Susana Rosales. Bianca Sanchez. Bianca Sanchez. Andres San Miguel.
Here.
Thank you. Abigail Salceda. Thank you. Spencer Sullivan. Spencer Sullivan. Daniel Trevino. Daniel Trevino. And Sarah Walker. Sarah Walker. All right, very good. Thank you all. As I mentioned, we are going to go down the docket here in alphabetical order. Please be patient as we work through the cases. And first up, I have Anik Ambrose.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Let's see here. You have a charge for display expired registration. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, and let me see. You did submit a registration receipt. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me take a look at that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and approve that. So it's a $20 compliance fee. Can you pay that today?
Yes. How do I pay that?
You can stop by the office and drop off the $20 fee, or you can submit that by mail.
Okay.
All right. Any questions on that? Okay, upon payment of the $20, the case will be closed out.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. You're free to go. All right, next up is Ramiro Valderrama. Okay. Mr. Valderrama, you're on mute. If you could press *6, please. Mr. Valderrama, can you hear me? Mr.
Hello?
Valderrama? Yes?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, sorry.
Okay. All right, let's see here.
No, I'm sorry, no contest?
Okay, well, you have several charges, so let's go through them individually. Failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
Oh, okay, no contest?
Display expired or no motor vehicle inspection. How do you plead?
No contest.
Operate unregistered motor vehicle.
No contest.
And failure to display driver's license. How do you plead?
No contest.
All right, sir. These are very old cases. Are you able to make payments
ma'am.
on these today?
Well, I was going to talk to the judge. I wanted to ask the judge to give me if I can get at least half of credit for the incarceration.
Okay, well, you were incarcerated before you received these tickets, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I can get for half,
Okay, well,
you know what I'm saying? And then
okay, so that's not how it works, though. Okay. Okay. I mean, I understand your request for time served, but you were incarcerated
I'm not.
prior.
No. What I'm saying is, if he could give me credit for half, like if I can pay half, I mean, if I can pay half and then get credit for half, you know what I mean? Like if I pay 600 and then if I can get half for that, for at least half, or some kind of credit, you know, to drop it down. Because I mean, I can't afford 1,000 right now.
Okay, let me see what your balance is.
It's 1,170. You know, and I was gonna say if I can pay like 630 in a 30-day frame, and if I don't, you know what I mean, I'll pay the rest, something like that. You know what I mean?
All right. So are you working?
Part-time only. I
Okay.
help take care of my mom. I just
Okay.
want to take my mom to her appointments, that's all I want to
Mhm.
do.
Are these the only cases you have pending?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You don't have any other cases pending in other courts?
No, ma'am.
No. These are the only traffic cases pending that you have open on your driver's license?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I can reduce it to $800 for all four. Okay?
Who can go 750?
No, I'm gonna reduce it to
Okay,
$800.
ma'am.
Okay?
That'll work. I'll take it.
All right. So when can you pay that?
I like in 30 days. That's. You know what I'm saying? I could just do like in 30 days.
Okay.
All
All right. If you
Would that
have,
be fine? Like if I could.
if you have,
What's that, ma'am?
if you have any of
Ma'am.
it before the 30 days, you can stop by the court and make a payment. Otherwise, the balance will be due in 30 days. Okay?
Okay, but I can pay within that 30 days, right?
Yes, you can pay within the 30 days. That way we can close out these very old cases and then you can contact DPS about your driver's license. Okay?
Okay, cool.
But
That'll
we
work.
won't,
I'll take it.
okay, we won't lift the hold until you pay it in full, the full 800. Okay?
That's fine, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All
Thank
right,
you.
very good.
Y'all
So
have a
you'll
safe
have,
day. Bye-bye.
all right, you do the same. Take care.
You too, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right,
Bye-bye.
next up
Thank you.
is Tracy Cano.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right.
Good. You have a charge here for operate unregistered motor vehicle. How do you plead?
No contest.
Another one for driving while license suspended. How do you plead?
No contest.
And then another for failure to report change of address. How do you plead?
No contest.
All right. All right. I'm going to have you speak with the prosecutor about all those. See if there's something you can work out on those old cases. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Dixon, if you could speak with Ms. Cano, please.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is Robin Cortez. You're on mute. If you could press *6, please.
Hello?
Good morning. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Very
Can you hear me?
good. So you have a charge here for failure to drive in a single lane. How do you plead?
No contest.
Another charge for no driver's license. How do you plead?
No contest.
And another charge for failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
No contest.
All right. Do you happen to have a driver's license or insurance now?
I don't have my vehicle. Whenever I got that ticket, I ended up getting insurance the next day and getting my car out. And then I couldn't pay my car, so I had to give my car back to the dealership. So right
Okay.
now I have no vehicle, but I do have an appointment tomorrow to take my driving test.
Driving
I have a
test. Okay.
specific-
Very good. All right. And then once you get your driver's license, do you have any intentions of then getting insurance and a vehicle?
Yes, that's why I haven't gotten a vehicle because I've learned my lesson with these tickets and stuff. So once I do get insured, I do get a vehicle, I can get that insured and show proof of that.
Okay. All right. So you'll have your test tomorrow. All right. So what we need for you to do is first obtain your driver's license, right? And then
Okay.
once you do that, then you need to get insurance in your name if you want to keep this particular violation off your driving record. So you don't want to get your driver's license and then automatically get a conviction for not having insurance, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you'll need to first get the driver's license. So good luck on the test tomorrow. We'll need proof that you got it. And then we also will need proof that you obtained some insurance, and that insurance has to be in your name. Okay? All right. And then you also have the moving violation that's pending. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So do you think you can get the driver's license and insurance in 30 days?
Yes.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset you 30 days so that you can get those two items. All right.
Okay.
All right. And then we will need at least $100 to start you on a deferral for these cases. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We will
And
talk about the moving violation when you return, once you have your driver's license and your insurance. Okay.
Okay. And any of those payments I can make either online or in person, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Right. So do we have your updated email address and contact information?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And if we don't, if you need to update that, if you could email the court at that email address that's on that letter they sent you, that way we have your updated email and address. We can provide your paperwork with your reset date. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to reset you 30 days. We will need a copy of your driver's license and copy of your insurance when you return to court. So if you could send that in before, that would be great.
Okay.
All right. And then, like I said, at least $100 to get you started so we can place you on a deferral for these. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any questions?
No.
All right. We'll see you back in March. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
good
Good
day.
luck with the test tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is Mr. Griffith. You're on mute, sir. Should be a button at the bottom of the screen there. You could press that.
There.
There we go.
Great. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. All right. Let's see here. You have charge for display expired registration. This dates back to 2014. How do you plead on that case?
Not Nolo.
Okay. And then you have another one for no driver's license, also from 2014. How do you plead on that one?
Nolo to that.
Okay. And what is the status of the driver's license right now?
I do not have a driver's license.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
I don't have anything to drive.
All right. And what, why so long to appear on these cases?
I honestly do not remember this.
Okay. All right. So
I'm
you don't
old.
have the expired registration. That's just very old. And you currently do not have the driver's license, right?
Correct.
All right. Okay. So you're looking at fees of $253.50 on each of these. Are you currently employed?
No, ma'am. I'm on Social Security
Okay.
disability.
Okay. All right. I could have you pay on the no driver's license case and then waive the fine and fees on the registration. So you would just owe the $253.50, and we could place you on a payment plan for that. That would simply close out the cases, and they would be a conviction on your record, but you don't have a driver's license at the moment. If you were ever to get one, they would show up that you were convicted in our court for these two violations.
I appreciate that. My wife and I both are on disability. We have a total of $1,600 a month coming in.
Okay.
Maybe we could do, how would the payment plan work?
How would the payment plan work?
If you could make a $50 monthly payment until the balance is paid, there would be, at the end, there would be a $25 time payment as the last payment. That's just a state law requirement because we placed you on that time payment plan.
I could do that starting on March 2nd
Okay.
or 3rd.
Third.
Okay. So we could place you on that payment plan beginning in March. Just a $50 payment plan. And then once that balance is paid off, we would close that violation out, and the other one will be closed out as well.
Thank you.
All right, any questions about that?
How do we set this up?
How do I set this up?
All right, do we have an email address for you?
Give them
I-
90G3.
If you have one, if you have
I
an
do.
email address, if you could email the court to that email address that's listed on the letter that they sent you, almosparkcourt@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yes, if you could email them at that address with your current email address, they will give you instructions on how to make those monthly payments.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and if you have any follow-up questions, you can just contact the court by phone and they'll be happy to assist you.
Thank you.
All right, any additional questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, very good. If you could just email them, they'll get you started on that monthly payment plan, okay?
Well, thank you very much.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
How do you hang it up?
All right, Mr. Dixon.
Judge, on Ms. Cano, she's going to request community service, but I have fines that I can present to you in case that you don't order community service. I'm not
Okay.
sure you want to do that. So the agreement is for her to plead no contest on the registration and the failure to report change of address.
Okay,
Those would be convictions, and I would waive the line barger fees on those two cases. So that would put her at $225 for each of those cases. And
Okay.
then she says she could probably pay that, I think, in 60 days, or, it's tentative. And then if she paid those, I would dismiss the suspended license, but she'd have to pay the $80 warrant and omni fee. So I think I'd put her at $530 with two convictions, unknown time to pay.
okay,
She tells me that she does have a job, but they're cutting her hours. Money's real tight right now. And I told her that I was okay with community service, and that if she wanted to request it, that but that would be up to the court.
okay. All
And I
right,
would do the same, two convictions, one dismissal if it were,
community service in lieu of fines. Okay,
right, Judge.
all right. And so you said $225 for each, and then the $80 line barger, so $530.
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
And she's shared a lot of other life circumstances with me, but that's the upshot of what I
okay.
offered.
All right, Ms. Connell, is that an accurate representation of your discussion with the prosecutor?
Everything's accurate.
Okay, and that's the plea bargain he's offered. Are you in agreement with that plea bargain?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and approve that. Now, did you want to try to do the payment plan, or were you wanting to discuss community service hours?
I think the community service, I'm barely making it right now. So the money, I don't want to make promises and I can't fulfill them.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you're physically able to perform community service hours?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and approve the community service hours. Again, these are convictions on your record. They are non-moving violations for those two. I'm going to assign 36 hours for the unregistered motor vehicle and failure to report change of address violation. So it's a total of 36 hours. I am going to have you pay the $80 dismissal fee for the other one. That one will be due as a payment in cash or money order. Okay. But otherwise, the 36 hours will be in lieu of payment for those fines. Okay. So the 36 hours, I'm going to give you 90 days to complete those.
Okay.
And you can complete those at any nonprofit organization here in Bexar County. You're currently living in Bexar County, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that's any nonprofit in Bexar County. Again, it cannot be a for-profit business. It has to be a nonprofit organization. So it could be a shelter, a food bank, a soup kitchen, any kind of volunteer organization, a church, something to that nature. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
We will have you submit a form that's signed by them detailing the hours and documenting that someone supervised your hours worked. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And how do I get that?
Do you have access to email that you could email the court and provide them your email address?
Yes.
All right.
They
If
have.
you could All right. If you could do that, then they can email you the documentation and give you the due date and when the everything will be need to be satisfied. Okay.
Okay, and I have one question.
Sure.
When will the failure to appear release on my driver's license?
All right. So nothing will be closed out on our end, and the hold on the driver's license will not be released until everything is taken care of. So you must pay the $80 fee. And you must also complete your community service hours. Until those items are completed, we will not release the hold.
Okay,
All right. And when can you pay the $80?
I can pay that by Friday,
Friday tomorrow or Friday the 18th?
tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
And I
Okay.
can, if I mail that in, it'll be late or I would have to take it, right?
I can give you until next Friday to pay it. So you can mail it in or drop it off in person. There's also a drop box right outside the building for documents for the court. Okay.
Okay,
All right. So I'll make that due the 18th, which gives you a little over a week to make that payment. So the
okay,
$80 payment, and then you will have the 90 days to complete 36 hours of community service.
okay.
All right.
Thank you so very
All right.
much.
Sure. Any questions?
No, that'll be it.
All right. Very good. Well, best of luck to you. Just make sure you make that payment and then start on those community service hours.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. You're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Next up is Janelle Patrick.
That would be the first
Yes, Your
one.
Honor.
All right. It
And
looks
if
like
so,
maybe you'd visited
can
with
we
her
just
already,
go
Frank.
ahead?
Is that right? A long time ago?
Yes.
Me? Oh, I see that. Okay.
Maybe I'll have you all visit again and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. And then next up is Mr. San Miguel. You also had visited with the prosecutor, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were going to visit with him again.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you could hang on a few minutes, he'll be with you shortly. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your patience.
Yes, ma'am.
And then Abigail Sauceda.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi there. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You have a charge here for display expired registration. How do you want to plead on that case?
No contest.
Okay. And let's see here. This was from December. Did you get
So
the
what-
registration taken care of?
We did. What happened was we have 2 Chevys in our family, and my husband put the wrong ticket on the wrong
sticker on the wrong
Yeah.
car.
So,
Okay.
and we didn't know about that until obviously I got pulled over, but it has been fixed, and I emailed the registration form to the email,
Okay.
and I did that, the renewal receipt.
Okay.
So I have that here. And so
All
I
right. Let me check that. Valerie, do we have that in the Dropbox or?
just sent it like,
Oh, you just sent it? Okay.
like at the beginning of when you started the case.
Session? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let her send that to me and I can take a look at it. Okay. Frank?
Yeah, Judge, I don't know what happened to Miss Patrick, but she promptly informed me that she wanted her attorney, Thomas McHugh, to handle the case and that he's in
Oh.
federal court today. So I put a halt to any conferring on that basis.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll see what she says when she comes back. Thank you. You do have Mr. San Miguel.
Okay, I'll visit with him, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Miss Patrick?
Yeah.
All right, are you represented by an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is his name?
Thomas J. McHugh.
Okay. And has he sent in a letter of representation to the court already for these cases?
I don't believe so.
Okay, I need you to get in touch with him and let him know that we're going to reset you for 30 days so he can make an appearance for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, have him send in a letter of representation so we can direct any communication to him, okay?
Okay, and that goes to that Almost Park link that I have.
Right,
In the
the
email.
almost park
Okay.
court at gmail.com.
Okay,
And then he can either email or mail in his letter of representation or fax it in as well.
okay, no
All
problem.
right, and we'll see
Okay,
him
thank you, Your
back. Again, resetting until March 10th, okay?
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, do we have that, Valerie?
I just sent it to you right now.
All right, very good, thank you.
Mhm.
All right, ma'am, I just reviewed the document that you mailed to the court. I'm gonna go ahead and approve that dismissal, so it'll be a $20 compliance dismissal fee, okay?
Okay, great. And how do I pay that?
You can mail it in or drop it off in person at the office during regular business hours, or you can drop it in the drop box that's outside the building, okay?
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm gonna have that due by the 18th of this month, okay?
Okay, great. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, let me call the docket again. Lori Beiser, Alexis Casaneda, Justin Jones, Annalisa Martinez, Aaron Ramon, Susana Rosales, Bianca Sanchez, Spencer Sullivan, Daniel Trevino, and Sarah Walker.